What's up everyone? I'm Paul from Vlog Life 24/7, back again, video. And this video, let me close this window, so you can hear me properly. And this video is gonna be about cars, a manufacturer of cars, which is now, hey, exploded here in the UK. A lot of you will know this company because you may have one of their vehicles now, because they're selling like hotcakes, I'm telling ya. Their vehicles, Jaecoo. That's the name, guys. A Chinese company that's entered the UK market only recently. And from what I understand, only last year, 2025. And the reason why is because they offer value for money. That's the key. As with most things, guys, in the UK, everything's going up. Petrol prices are going up. Electricity, gas, everything. Everything you can think of, food is going up. And most people, their second biggest purchase they'll ever make, bar their house, will be a car. Yep, that's most people, if not 90% or more people, that will be their second highest purchase. And as with most things, when you're purchasing anything really, you like to look around and see who is offering the best price for that product. And cars are one of the biggies. And Jaecoo, they have so far, it seems, smashed the market with a very good car lineup, vehicle lineup at a reasonable cost. That's the key. Reasonable. It's never going to be cheap, yeah? It's not going to be cheap as chips, as they say. Yeah, no way. But value for money. That's the key. And what I'm going to look at now is hopefully one of their brand new vehicles that's just been released, which is the Jaecoo 8. Yep, 7-seaters are coming to the market very quickly now, because I think the car manufacturers have realized, hey, a lot of people do want 7-seaters. A lot of families like myself, I prefer a 7-seater. Instead of driving 2 cars, we'll just drive 1, and a 7-seater obviously accommodates that. Legacy car makers are crapping themselves, I'm telling ya, because the Chinese are coming, yes, with value for your money. That's what they're coming with. The legacy car makers have been sucking us dry here for centuries, for donkey's years. They've been taking from the UK public, charging extortionate prices. Rubbish. Well, let's rephrase that. The cars aren't rubbish, but they're not giving value for money. They make sure you pay for it, I'm telling you. I mean, you could buy a car in the UK, yeah, from a legacy car maker, and there'll be 1,001 options for you to spec it up to get it to any decent level. Yeah, the Chinese have said, nah, we're not doing any of that stuff. We'll give you 2 specs, yeah, and the top spec will be the top spec. That's it. The only thing you got to really choose is your colour, and that's it. The rest of it is specced out. Even the lowest spec is specced out. Just a few bits and bobs missing, yeah? Nothing that you can't say, I'm not bothered about that. Example from what I've seen with the Jaecoo 8, you can have a 7-seater or you can have a 6-seater, yeah? The 6-seater has 2 captain seats in the middle that are electric, heated. So, yeah, that's a couple of grand extra. But if you're not bothered about that, you just want a pure 7-seater, hey, the 7-seater's got everything in there that you want. Yeah, including electric and heated seats at the front, etc. Yeah, and at the rear, I think. I'm not 100% sure. This little review is not going to be a specs or drive review. I'm not here to tell you all the gubbins about it, what it can do and can't do. Yeah, I'm not going to test drive it. This is just a first impressions look. Yeah, first impressions I want to see the car, feel it, touch it, walk around it. I've walked around many cars in my lifetime, I'm telling you, and I've bought a few as well. Yeah, I've currently got a Tesla Model Y, so I want to compare it against that, the Teslas. As most people know, they're another brand that's really kicked off in the UK, and they sell bucket loads of the Model Ys and Model 3s. There's a Mercedes just past me there, an EQE 350 Plus. You're gonna be crapping yourself, you guys, I'm telling you, Mercedes. All that expensive lark that you're driving there, mate, and you can get a Chinese car that's, if not the same, the EQE, I don't know what techs they've got that's going to beat the Chinese tech, yeah? So as far as tech's concerned, they're not going to get too much out of the EQE than you can get out of a Jaecoo 8, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, guys. We're going to Jaecoo in Chiswick. Let me tell you where I'm going. It's in Chiswick. That's the nearest one to me. And yeah, when I get there, we'll get the video rolling and I'll see what I can bring you and give you my thoughts, which is the main thing. My experience of years buying cars, driving them, etc. Although I'm not an aficionado, so don't get me wrong. All the links will be in the description if you want to get all the specs and people driving it. I'm giving you a average consumer, that's it. I'm bringing you an average consumer's experience, first experience of the Jaecoo 8. Although I've got a friend, Gingus, yep, a friend of mine, Gingus, he rang me and said, hey Paul, I said, what? He said, I took the Jaecoo 8 for a test drive and I immediately booked one. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's that good. So he's got one on order and he says it's absolutely wonderful. So that's a friend of mine who's actually got one on order. But I'm going to go down to Chiswick to experience it for myself, the feel, etc. Okay, I'll get back to you. I've still got a little way to go. We'll be there in about, it's telling me about 5 minutes. Yep, I'll get the ball rolling in about 5 minutes time. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the boat. Right, guys, let's get in here. Well, that's a slow door. Let's just have a look around the Jaecoo Omoda Centre in Chiswick, West London. And this is their showroom, showing all their current models. The Jaecoo 5. Have a look at that. Nice black colour. Lovely seating area here. The receptionist told me they've only been here about 2 years and they're expanding rapidly. There you go, guys. That's the Jaecoo 5. And let's have a look at this. Let's sit in this one. Okay. Piano black. My hated car trim. Piano black. Look at it. Very, very greasy mitts look to it. So, but hey, just drive with a cloth. Yeah, feels very nice. There's no doubt about that. Feels nice. But yeah, you could tell this is of a lower quality. Okay, it's got like a fabric here. Okay, it's got a lovely screen in portrait mode. It's not one that swivels. It's got the same kind of charging plate there with one fan there to cool it down. Cool your phone down if it's charging at high speed. It's quite nice. There's no doubt about that. Very nice, you know. It's all about how much you want to spend, really. But as with most things, as I said, it's all about when you sit in it and how you feel. And yet, for me personally, this didn't grab me, you know. It's not my kind of car, but for many it will be, and for many it has. Right, what's this one then? That's the Jaecoo 5. Let me have a look here. Let me get you some prices here. Okay, this is the Jaecoo 5. Let me get you the prices. This is the one I was just looking at, guys. That's the price there. The 16T 7 DCT FWD. Have a look at that. And that's that. So that's the Jaecoo. That's the one I just sat in. Didn't grab me at all, that one. But as you can see, this one looks different. This, I presume, is the higher range model, because you can see from the lights there. Yeah, that's the Jaecoo 5. This is the Jaecoo 7. What confused me is that they look very, very similar. There's no doubt about that. But this is the Jaecoo 7, guys. Check this out. SHS-H, whatever that means. Check out the price and the specifications. If you can see it, it's quite reflective there. But have a look at the Jaecoo 7. Okay, I knew there was a difference because I felt this one looked better, looked better to me. But looking at them side by side, you can see they look kind of similar, and similar colour, obviously black. Right guys, I've grabbed someone here. I've grabbed a member of staff because we're gonna have a little chat.
So first, initially, Omoda Jaecoo came out with 2 cars, 2 models.
Yeah.
Omoda 5 and the Jaecoo 7. So the Jaecoo 7 came in a fully petrol model and a plug-in hybrid, and the Omoda 5s came in a fully electric and then a fully petrol. Now that they've expanded, so the Omoda 5s can come in petrol, electric, or rechargeable hybrid, and then the 7 can come in plug-in hybrid, rechargeable hybrid, and fully petrol.
I've got Kevin, member of staff, wicked. He's come down with me here to have a little chat about Omoda and Jaecoo, and he just told me something that I didn't know, which hopefully you'll know when he tells you.
The Omoda is actually the first car to come to the UK from Omoda Jaecoo.
Yeah.
This is, I don't have the keys, but this is the fully petrol model.
Right, fully petrol. Okay.
Night model, so it's the basic option. It's basic and high spec basically.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the basic, and you can tell by the wheels and sunroof and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think this is the electric one. Oh, no, this is still the petrol.
Okay, still the petrol.
And then I've got the electric one on the right here. So you can tell straight away it's different from the grille.
Yep.
So the grille has like a honeycomb grille.
Yeah.
The petrol model.
Okay.
A very simple one as well.
Yeah, so this is the electric here, and then that's the petrol. So you can see the difference, guys. That's how you'd spot the difference in Omoda cars just by the grille.
The hybrid has an even different grille
Right.
than this one. So it's more of a squarey kind of grille. It's hard to explain without showing you.
These were the first cars at Omoda. They came here first before Jaecoo.
Yes, but it's kind of like Omoda Jaecoo.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same kind of. So it came out in like November 24,
Okay.
and then Jaecoo came January 25.
And then Jaecoo, they're the ones that have exploded though.
Yeah, this one. And then I've got petrol 5 there as well if you want to have a look.
Yeah. So this is the hybrid, yeah?
Yeah, so this is the hybrid. Initially, when it came out, it was only petrol and plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
But the plug-in market is the one that's outsold everything else. You can use it on fully electric and you can use it on petrol as well.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get that range anxiety that you have in your Tesla, are you? So
It's true.
make that long journeys, 57 miles on electric, then the 700 on fuel.
On fuel, yeah, yeah.
This is the one that took the market by storm.
Which is the Jaecoo 7. I thought it was the 5, but it's not. Yeah.
It's because it's got a massive sunroof that actually opens.
Right,
It's not
right.
just a pan roof where it's just a blast like
Yeah,
your Tesla.
yeah.
This one sunroof will open.
Yeah.
And you've got the tech inside, you've got heads-up display, heated steering wheel, heated seats, ventilated seats.
Wow.
So you've got a lot.
When I came in here, I could tell there was a difference straight away. Especially when I saw the vents. The vents are different. The portrait screen is kind of similar, if not kind of, it is similar. And obviously the separate screen for the driver there. So it's kind of similar, just bigger. To the 5.
Yeah, to the 5.
Yeah, to the 5. Yeah, yeah. It's because I went in the 5 and then I came in here and I thought, oh yeah, it can feels different, looks different, a bit different, you know. And it's bigger, obviously. And with the tech, what you just said, it's got a lot more tech in it.
I mean, the tech is pretty much the same between the two cars.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the tech's the same.
When people ask me, oh, what's the differences? The biggest difference between the two cars is size
Right.
and the sunroof.
And the sunroof.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so this sunroof opens, whereas on the Jaecoo 5 it's just a panoramic roof.
Right. Just a
Whereas it's a panoramic sunroof.
sunroof.
So that's just a glass roof. So yeah, that's the biggest difference.
difference. Oh, okay
Yeah.
then.
And size.
And size, yeah, definitely, because the
If you-
boots.
yeah.
definitely
if you go for
bigger.
the petrol models, they share the same engine, gearbox, everything.
Yeah, as you can see there, guys, similar, and especially in the colour, as I said earlier, they look very similar because they're black in it, really. So snappers, they say.
We've got a cinema room.
Hey, cinema room.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a look at that, guys. Let's go and have a look at that. Hey, they'll be watching the football here. Hey, I tell you something, I wouldn't mind watching England v Argentina in here tonight. I'm telling you, absolutely wonderful. Oh boy, look at this, guys. Where have you seen a showroom with a massive screen. So this is actually hired out. You said people can.
It's available to hire.
Yeah.
But you got to speak to the boss.
Right, okay, you speak to the boss and you can hire this, guys, if you want to have a big filming session for something. I don't know what that would be. Maybe the England game, if they get to the final anyway. Yeah, if they get to the final, come down here, hire this out, and all your family and friends can have a nice secluded view of the game on a massive screen. It's a projector. Yeah, oh yeah. There's the projector, guys, and it just plugs in there and off you go. Hey, thanks for that, my man. That is definitely different, no doubt about that. When it was built, I mean, I don't know how long you've been working here, but when it was built, why did they build this in mind?
So this was originally, before us, it was a Tesla, first ever Tesla showroom in the UK. So this was their headquarters. So this is where they did their like meetings and board meetings and whatever.
Right.
Because you know the A4.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of free marketing essentially.
Tesla would do something like this, wouldn't they? You know, Elon Musk, he's a bit of a maverick, and he'd say, chuck a cinema room there in the showroom, and yeah, we could have our meetings in there, etc. You know what I mean? And now you guys have taken it over, giving it out for hire. Thanks very much, my man. Thanks for the information.
No worries.
Great. Keys. Yeah, look at that. This is the 6-seater version of the Jaecoo 8. Yep, I've got the hands-on one, as they say. The bodywork, this is a customer's car, and it's still got the tape on it. Look, it's just come off the ship, so it's not cleaned. There's going to be tape on it. They've even got the seat covers, plastic seat covers on there. So yeah, it hasn't been prepped yet, but we're just going to have a look at the inside and see what it looks like. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Right, they've got the keys. Yeah. They don't want me driving away with it. But anyway, okay. Pop-out handles, as you've seen there, guys. The ladies left it open for me. So all I'm going to do is open it. And my first impressions, the quality of the door closing is really nice. There's no doubt about that. Very, very nice thud to it. Let's touch it. My first touch. Right. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. This is a soft touch. I must say, that has surprised me. It's like a cloth feel. It's not plastic. Right, that's a plastic fascia bit there. But the actual quality of the door is very, very nice. The door trim, I should say. Very, very nice. Okay, as usual, it does get scratchy down here. With most cars, it's the same thing. No different. I'm telling you, very, very nice. And look at this, guys. What I like here, that's to stop water splashing up on you and stuff like that. Look at that. There's a rubber strip here, or plastic strip, I should say. Yeah, that curves down there. Okay, it's a plastic strip. Very, very good quality, I must say. And the interior is absolutely wonderful. Wow, look at it. It feels so nice. This is my first step into the Jaecoo 8 6-seater. Oh my days. Absolutely wonderful. Very, very nice, I must say. I'm just touching, guys. This is a touch job. Getting a feel of the quality. Very, very nice. Wow, let's feel the steering wheel. Oh yeah. It says smart key not detected yet because the valeter's got it. I can get the key if I want, she said. But I said, I don't really need it, really. I'm not going to test drive it. Right, even the A-pillar here is a soft touch suede feel. If anything, it's the same as the door here, the top of the door here. It's got like a soft, it's not plastic, I'm telling you. Very, very good. Okay, I've just switched the lights on there. As I said earlier, and if I didn't, I'll say it now, this is a customer's car, so I don't really want to mess around too much with it. It hasn't been prepped, as I said, so yeah, they're going to prep it and get it up to standard for the customer. But yeah, this is just bringing my first impressions. Nice, big, massive brake pedal there, very nice. And there's the accelerator, and they've got a footrest there that you can rest your left leg, because you're only going to use your right leg, isn't it really? But yeah, that's all there. These are for the lights, etc., and the fuel, and the rear hatch there up the top there. So yeah, that's the electric hat there. This is the PHEV version, which is the only version really. It's not full electric, plug-in hybrid. It gets, from what I understand, up to about 80 something miles. Yeah, quite a range on that. You can drive on electric on its own for a long time, there's no doubt about that. Right, you've got two wireless pads here. As I said, this isn't a specs review, guys. It's my first impressions, touchy-feely. Right, that's the Oppo Find X Pro, and yeah, it sits on there quite comfortably with me case on, etc. That's fine, and there's two of them. And from what I understand, this one on the left, it's got a fan to cool your phone down when it does its fast charging. So that's really good, isn't it? Me personally, I've never really been a fan of piano black in a car because it gets smudged up very easily and scratched as well. Yeah, depending how you touch it and all that, you know, if you've got long nails on you, etc., especially women, it might get scratched up after a while. So, and it's piano black there, and on the door bit there, piano black. Got to be a bit careful. I'm a bit OCD when it comes to those things, so I've never been a fan of piano black. I like this. I had an Audi Q7, and this was my favorite thing, because I could be driving along and not worry about having to stretch to touch anything. Like the Tesla, I've always got to be stretching like this, unless I use the voice commands, obviously. So yeah, it gets a bit like, you know, but I always like this rotary dial here, and I could just scroll it along, and when I wanted to select something, just press the top. Right, this doesn't press, guys. It doesn't press, so it's not a execution button or OK button. It's just a rotary button. It just turns. I don't know how it's used, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing at the moment. And then you've got your EV, and then you've got your EV and HEV. It might be a bit dark, guys, because I'm in a car park, because the parking at Jaecoo, Chiswick is underground. Yeah, it's not outside. Let's press this, and it's got a very, oh wow, that's very deep, a very deep hole there to put all your stuff. There's no doubt about that. That's my hand going in there. That's quite deep, isn't it? Very nice. And it closes individually if you just want one side, and then the other side opens up. Nice knurled dial. It's not metal, it feels plastic, and if it's metal, it's definitely aluminium, something on that level. You've got your hazards there. Very nice tone, I must say. Very nice, very calming, not a horrible sounding tone. I forgot to show you the cup holders, guys. Let's have a look at the cup holders, which are expandable. They can expand for larger cups, which is good. Plonk your cup there, all good to go. The screen, there are two screens there. Very clear, very sharp. The fonts being used are very clear, I must say. Looks as if it will be anti-reflective to me. Maybe there's an anti-reflective coating on it. Let's go over here, get it from here. Right, there's the light there from the light lighting the underground car park. You can see it there. So yeah, there are reflections on it, because I do notice that on my Tesla. That's why I've got an anti-reflective screen on there. But besides that, it's very clear, very sharp, well laid out. This is how you adjust the seat, guys. You push that, it's on the door, not the actual seat itself. And when you do that, it asks you to save your position. That's really good. Let's touch this. I haven't really touched this. Right, very solid, I must say. Feels very nice. Very good quality buttons, I must say. They're not cheap. They don't feel flimsy. You know, some buttons you might think, oh, they feel a bit flimsy. These feel really nice. That's to adjust your mirrors. Yeah, very good, I must say. Okay, and I like the handle here. My biggest bone with Teslas is the way the door opens, because they've got a emergency latch which is kind of near the opening door, you know, to open your door, which is a button on top of the handle. But this is really nice. Watch this. You grab the handle to open the door and you just press it like that. Very, very good. I must say, I do like that. Very convenient. Let's try it. Right, so I want to get out. I just put my hand here, press it, open the door. Simple. Well done, Jaecoo. I'm telling you. Very, very nice. And then you've got your air vents here. Very, very movable. You can move it anywhere you want, so you can adjust it. You know, there's really, really good fine adjustment. I am very impressed. There's no doubt about that. I won't open the sunroof because I did see some tape on it and I don't want to open it and it starts ripping the tape up. And yeah, it's not my car, it's the customer's car. The front seat is absolutely wonderful. Let me get out, guys, so I can show you. It's not a totally flat seat. As you can see, it's got side supports here, look. So it kind of cossets you. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Really, really good. There's no doubt about that. And then it's got a lovely large area under here to chuck all your crap. You know, when you're in your car, you just want to chuck something somewhere, you can just chuck it in here and it's a massive space. And there's the 12 volt in here. Back here, I can't show you at the moment, but yeah, it's got a 12 volt bit there and some other bits and bobs there. I do like the cabin area. When you get into a car, you want to feel something. You want to feel, you know, the buttons feel nice, the dash, everything just draws you in, and this definitely does. There's no doubt about that. Right, that was the front. Now let's get to the back. The door opens quite wide, as you can see. Very, very wide. Privacy. It's got privacy glass as it is, but if you want extra privacy, it's got a lovely shade there. Manual shade. You just chuck that in. Absolutely wonderful. Let's look at the 6-seater. As I said, it's a customer's car, so there are a lot of plastic everywhere. Leave that plastic on. I'm not going to take that off. If they watch this video, I want the customer to see that I sat on it, but it had the plastic on. Let's sit in it. That's the key. Oh, yeah. This is absolutely wonderful. I do like this. I am totally and utterly impressed. Now, this is me in the middle row and very, very nice. The lighting is a bit dim, guys, so I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I can switch it on. Right, they're not touch. There's a button. They're not touch lighting, you know, you don't tap it here. There's a button here that you press and it switches on. I'm trying to switch them all on. Right, I've switched them all on, I think. The ones at the back anyway. The front ones, that's a bit strange. The front ones are touch, you just touch them here, but the back ones are a switch, you got to switch them. But anyway, okay, this is where the camera comes into its own, I think. Hopefully you can see something because it's so dark. But, oh, I am impressed. There's no doubt about that. Right, let me push this seat up because it was back a bit. Oh, it's lovely. All electric. Look at that, guys. I love the quality of the trim. Very, very nice. I think, I'm not 100% sure. Let me open the door and see if there's any... Oh, God. Can't get out now. I can't get out. Well, I can. I'll have to open the window and oh shucks, I think it's locked me in. I can't get out. The windows ain't coming down. Oh my days, I'm stuck here. Anyway, let me do this little review and oh no, I've got to work a way of getting out now. It's all locked. Oh my days. Right, okay, here's your air vents behind to direct all the cool air because it's so hot out there. Yeah, we're going through some wonderful weather, but hey, yep, you could put that cool air to you there, and you got your little buttons here. Heated, cooled seats. You got your fan here, you can change the fan speed. I'm not sure what that is. And then you got your seat here. It feels like plastic to me, or very light aluminium, one of the two. But hey, it feels nice. There's no doubt about that. Very clicky, good quality. You got your little pocket here to put whatever. Very roomy, I must say. I feel so comfortable in these seats. It's got an armrest on this side, and you'll have to use the door here to rest your arm here. The seats, to me, are exactly the same as the front seats. The front seats can be moved, as you can see here, from the back here. If you want them to move a bit forward, you can adjust it. It's only on the passenger side, not the driver's side, I think. Yep, no, there's nothing on this side, because the driver has to have their seat where they want it, because they're driving. You want to make sure that they are comfortable. Oh, right, I've just noticed something. I was going to go to the back, and as I went back like this, my leg hit something. And I thought, what's that? It's stepped. So that means, let's get this bag out of the way. So you've got to step up to the next level. So that's good. It's got stepped seating. Yeah, it kind of goes up. I should have bought me light, to be quite honest with you. Let me see if I can get in the back from here. Right, I'm in the furthest seat from the driver, right at the back. And I'm 5'8", so I'm not the tallest person. As the seats are now, which I believe I've left a bit too far back, it's a bit squashed. So let me move it like if I asked someone to give me a little bit more room behind. So, right, I'm not the tallest person, and my head is hitting the roof. It's a little bit tight at the back, I must say. Anybody more than this will have trouble. There's no doubt about that. It's definitely a couple of seats at the rear for smaller people. Does have cup holders here. There's your cup holder. There's a little, you can hold on to that if the car's driving a bit fast and you want to hang on, or you could chuck your sweets, etc. in there if you want. But and there's a glass here, so you don't get too claustrophobic. You can adjust the seat to move back, but yeah, it is tight. Again, it's all about adjusting, guys. Obviously, you adjust it to what you want, didn't you, really? You know, but that's the room there, your leg room. Definitely the most comfortable seats are the front seats, obviously, and the middle seats. And the back, they'll be used for smaller people, less than 5'8" anyway. Right, I got out the back, the doors were locked. I think the child lock's on, obviously, so I couldn't get out. Chap walked by and opened the door for me, so I got out. Anyway, I'm now in the front seat, passenger seat, I should say, as the driver's seat. Very, very comfortable. Loads of footroom. See, guys, I would have needed to adjust it. I'm way too far back. My feet are just, there's so much room here. I could have moved this forward, and then that would have given the seat behind me more room to move forward, and then you'd have loads of leg room. Definitely loads of leg room at the back, the last two seats, but it's the headroom that's limited the amount of people that can sit in there. That's the glove box, which is quite big, to be quite honest with you. Loads of room in there. This is like a scratchy material. Still very good quality. Good quality plastics, there's no doubt about that. But it is scratchy. What do you reckon, guys? That's my first impressions of the Jaecoo 8. 6-seater. Yeah. Right, guys, that's it. That's my quick overview of the Jaecoo 8, the new Jaecoo 8. This one was the 6-seater, and to me, it feels really, really nice, I must say. Very, very nice. We're going to have a look at the 7-seater now, yeah? We're going to go upstairs and I'll show you the 7-seater so I can compare the 7 to the 6, which, yeah, I know there's a difference. There's no doubt about that. Sitting in those middle Jaecoo seats are so comfortable. Most people will want to get in those, I'm telling you. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. And I just saw something, and this is the other reason why Jaecoo's doing really, really well. Let me just swap this round. There it is, guys. 7-year warranty. You can't beat that. When you give customers 7-year warranty, you're gonna sell bucket loads of cars. There's no doubt about that. That's why they're selling like hotcakes. Right, that's the white one. What do you think of that colour? Hey, not my favourite, I must say. I'd get a black one. That's me. That's what I like. I tell you something, don't you think the front end anyway looks like a Volvo? The Volvo XC90, which is another 7-seater. I'd get the black version with that interior. Look at that interior. It's the same interior as the 6-seater there. and it looks absolutely wonderful. That's where it charges from the passenger side. Black looks really, really nice. Black or grey, those are my two car colours. That's why that's black. Yeah. Right guys, this is the 7. Okay, we went through the 6, and what I'm gonna do, put that seat up. The 7's not too bad, I think. Push that right back so you can see it properly. Wow, okay. The 7 is not too bad, look. Wow. Okay. And there's a little bit more light as well, not light downstairs. Right, so this is the black version. So this is a different colour to the cognac, which is definitely my favourite, there's no doubt about that. Giving a little touchy-feely bit of it here. Feels really nice. Again, piano black, not my favourite, but I'm gonna sit in it now. Very nice. There's a few added extras on the 6, especially with the seats, from what I understand. Again, I'm not a techie person on this, guys. I'm just bringing you my first impressions and feel. I did read something that there's slight differences between the 6 and the 7 in regards to specifications. Still got a heads-up display. I didn't mention that on the 6, but I've got a heads-up display there. Yeah, if you look at this, exactly the same, although we can see a bit more, I think, because it's clearer. Very, very nice. From the driver's perspective, it's absolutely wonderful. I do like it. The interior is obviously a little bit darker because it's black. Oh, I've just noticed something. I was going to open the door and I was going to press the button here again as on the 6, and it's not there, the button. So we've gone back to kind of a conventional way of opening the door, which is a lever. So that's the difference that I've spotted straight away, which is you've got to pull a lever there to come out. Okay, I do like that button though. It's very, very convenient because your hand's already there. Let's get in the back of the 7-seater and feel these seats. The seats are definitely not as cosseting as the 6-seater seats, because the 6-seater seats are exactly the same as the front seats. So yeah, they've got like side bolsters there, it's got lumbar support, everything. You've still got the same buttons etc here from what I can remember. That's the fan coming on and your vents. So yeah, it's kind of the same. Got a lovely sunroof there. I'm not going to open it, but yeah, an opening sunroof as well. Got loads of speakers, look. Speakers on the door. But as you can see, yeah, it's got levers on the door. It hasn't got a button to open the door. Let me sit in the middle. I didn't sit in the middle, did I? Right, there I am. How you doing, guys? Jaecoo, hey, yeah. You're kind of raised up. I can tell if there was someone sitting next to me, I'd be kind of hitting their legs, especially if you're a man, your legs are a bit wider open, isn't you? It's not the widest of cars, so you're not going to have a very, very wide seating area. There's a bit of a squeeze for 3 in the middle seats, I should say. There's no doubt about that. I just opened the bonnet because I just want to have a look at the bonnet, because as you know, the Tesla has a frunk. This hasn't got a frunk because it's not fully electric, so, but I just want to have a look and see. Okay, that's the engine, whatever the litre is. That's how it looks, guys. Oh, 1.5. I had a feeling it was 1.5. This is the Jaecoo 7-seater. Here is the price list of this one. It's going to be a bit of reflections, guys. A bit of a reflection from the lights. But hey, pause if you want to read any specifications on this one anyway. But that's what it looks like. Full-blown engine. Kind of complicated, isn't it? That's why I like electric cars. Very, very simple as far as I'm concerned. And it's got a front boot. Frunk, as they say. Hey guys, I've got the man himself, Kevin. He's gonna sort this out for me.
There's a lever in the front.
There's a lever in the front. Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yep.
Pull it forward.
Okay.
Other way around. So pull this up.
Yeah, pull the lever. Yeah.
And then.
Ah, that's how you do it. Okay, guys. And that's the area that you've got to climb into. So yeah, it's not the easiest to get in. There's no doubt about that. You can, but yeah, there is some dexterity needed. Whew. Right, guys, that is it. That's my Jaecoo Omoda vlog over, and yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience getting all that down for you guys. It's so noisy here because let me show you where we are. Because if you come to Jaecoo, Omoda, Chiswick, don't forget guys, let me turn this round, to turn off at Devonshire Road. Yeah, and you gotta go around this roundabout. Ho ho ho, let me get it widescreen, that's it. So they're actually on the roundabout, whatever the name of this roundabout is, Devonshire Road, that's their address. This is the building. This is where I was just a minute ago. So when you come down here, just keep your eye out for this down here. There's the sign there. So when you come here, just turn off here. Yeah guys, so that's it. That's another vlog over from Vlog Life 24/7. Hopefully you enjoyed that and you got a lot out of it. Yep, if you want to get yourself a Jaecoo, or as we saw, a Omoda, which are very good vehicles as well, there's no doubt about that. Get yourself down there, Chiswick, West London. Yep, very, very good staff, very, very friendly. They let me do what I want you to do, walk around, have a look, ask questions, whatever. And that cinema room, hey, you can't beat that, you must admit guys, very, very good. But anyway, that's it, I'm out. Until my next video, I will catch you guys later.